Hi there, my name is Ben and I'm the Senior Customer Success Manager at ClientShare. Today I'll be taking you through how to create and send a review from Pulse. Now when you go to create a review, just make sure that you've chosen your specific client from the client drop down on the left hand side. When you choose create on the left hand side, it will bring you to this workflow. The first few steps are really straightforward. You simply give the review a name. You then choose a review type. You can decide whether this is a follow-up from the review that has just taken place. You can send this ahead of a meeting, which is the second option. Or if you've had no formalized meeting, but you still want to share a review, you can choose this third option for no meeting has happened. It's then just a case on choosing how that meeting took place, and then you plug in the date when that meeting took place. So once you choose this option, it will give you a calendar pop-up, and then you simply plug in when that meeting took place. This then brings us on to step 4, which is deciding if you want to record or add a video message. If it's the case that you want to record a 30-second video, you can choose the record option, and that will allow you to record a video as part of the workflow. If you have a video saved offline that you want to upload, simply choose this upload video option, choose where your file is saved, and then upload that directly to the review. That then brings us on to step 5, which is deciding on what content you want to add to the review. Now, in most cases, you might consider adding the deck that was presented, but you can also add information that you know will be valuable from your client's perspective. So you might consider uploading some recent case studies, some ESG messaging, as well as management information or recent case studies on the website. You have up to 10 content items, and each one of those has a size limit of 40 megabytes. If you want to upload an additional piece of content, choose add more content, fill in those basic steps, and then just make sure you choose update once you've added that piece of content. That then brings us on to step 6, which is deciding who you want to send a review to. Now, even at this point, your stakeholders do not get notified, but if you want to add additional recipients to receive this review, you can choose the add recipients option, and this will allow you to select from your existing list of clients. But if you want to add additional recipients, you can choose add new recipients, fill in these basic contact details, and then decide whether that recipient is a client or a colleague. The difference between a client and a colleague is if you add someone as a client, they have the ability to submit scores and feedback, while if it might be a member of your team that you're sharing the review with, then you might consider adding them as a colleague. They can still receive reviews, but they won't be able to submit scores in the same way. And the final step of the review is deciding if you want to add actions. Now, this is an optional step, but if you don't have an existing action tracker, you can assign actions as part of the workflow, and this will then send the person assigned a calendar event that they can accept or decline, and it just means then those agreed outcomes are more likely to be completed off the back of your follow-up as well. Now, as a final step of the review, you can choose to preview exactly what is going to be sent to your clients. This just allows you to have a final safe check in terms of spelling and the content that's being shared. But if you're happy with the review that you've put together, you can choose this option for check and send, and this will then allow you to edit the email that will land in your stakeholder's inbox. We do recommend you to think about what tonality and wording you want to include in the email that lands. But if you want to tweak the existing template, you simply choose the edit option, and then you can actually update the body of email that already exists that's about to be sent. Once you're happy with that, you can just finally check that all the recipients are correct. And once you choose that option, you can then check and send, and then decide to send your review. That will then go directly into your stakeholder's inbox, so they won't have a login to the platform to access the review that you've just sent.